My dad and I traveled 1,998 miles across Mexico from LA all the way to Morelos, Mexico, and we both didn't get COVID-19 nor got robbed. Sí, muy bonito. My dad was an immigrant for most of his life here in the United States from Mexico, and in the past 15 years he had not seen his grandma, and because of COVID-19 he was an independent contractor here, very successful, but after COVID-19 or during the pandemic he started to lose clients, there was less money, and my grandma from my mom's side had passed away from COVID-19 in Mexico, and my mom never had a chance to say goodbye in person for over 15 years. And so my dad decided to move back so that he's able to spend more time with my grandma, with his mom, now that she's still alive. And it's as if this pandemic kind of pushed him away from the US so that he could be closer to his mom. Obviously he had made lots of sacrifices while he was here, and his children, my siblings, were able to have our successful lives here in the United States. Thankfully they're all grown up, and so he decided to move back. And I wanted to share the journey and his story because it represents the struggles of immigrant families across the US that are unable to see their families for undocumented status in the country or financial reasons. So let's do this. It's for my channel. Hey everyone, so I am joining my dad. He's gonna go back to Mexico. He's a Mexican citizen and he is moving back. He hasn't seen his parents in over 20 years, 15 years probably, and he's gonna see his mama very soon. Alright, so first we went to Arizona, then New Mexico, and last but not least Texas. So we decided to go through Chihuahua instead of Tijuana because we wanted to save money on casetas, and casetas are places where you have to pay. They're basically toll roads, and so we wanted to save money on that. That's why we decided to just travel all through all the way from LA to Texas and then to Chihuahua. We did go to La Ciudad de Juarez for a little bit, and then we are traveling through Chihuahua. La Ciudad de Chihuahua. Las carreteras están mucho mejor. Next we went through Zacatecas, and we did go through a little pueblo, a little village there, but nothing much. And then our next stop was Aguascalientes, and so I actually stayed here for a night. So it's pretty crazy because we drove all the way from Los Angeles to Aguascalientes without staying a night somewhere. So we basically drove the whole way. Ay, qué chévere. A ver, a Ricardo, unas palabras de Aguascalientes. Sí, es para mi canal.
¿Para su canal?
Sí.
Para conocerlo, su personalidad.
Sí, sí.
Bienvenido aquí a Aguascalientes. Bienvenidos, sean ustedes, vienen de Los Ángeles, de Las Vegas. Yo estoy aquí de vacaciones desde hace 20 años. No me he ido porque no me puedo ir a San Miguel de Allende, pero hay cosas muy bonitas, la catedral.
Sí, muy bonitas.
Pueden ustedes observar. Acá está, se llama el Excedra. Esa columna representa el centro de la República Mexicana, por eso es esta águila. Pero la realidad es que el mero centro está en la sierra fría, a pocos kilómetros de aquí, antes de Calvillo. El gobierno, el Palacio de Gobierno y el Palacio del municipio.
Sí, sí.
Encontramos al gobernador y al presidente municipal.
Muy bien. So we're done with the history lesson of Aguascalientes, la ciudad de Aguascalientes. Here is basically like the typical mall. We also decided to go to a local coffee shop, of course, so muy cafetera. And that Americano actually cost like 15 pesos, which is like less than $1 or even $1. It was nuts. Then we went to Jalisco.
Ahí es todo el agave en Jalisco. A ver.
Agave.
No, ya se terminó. Campos de agave. Tequila, tequila.
And so we kept driving, and the drive from Aguascalientes to Morelos was so beautiful. There's so much greenery past Chihuahua, obviously. But now we have reached to our destination, which is Cuautla, Morelos, my father's hometown. And we are just entering into my grandma's home. And reminder, my grandma and my father have not seen each other in 15 years. Entonces este es el reencuentro. This is like I don't even know how to say that in English. But yeah, enjoy this very emotional moment.
Hola, abuelita.
And my grandma actually knew about the trip, but we came a day earlier than anticipated, so we caught her off guard, obviously. And on our phones, we had a bunch of my uncles and aunts from my mom's side also observing el encuentro.
Hola, abuelita.
Looks casual, I know. Then we made a pit stop to, I believe it's like el centro de Ciudad Ayala. It's a very, very small town.
El 24 de julio. Estamos en Cuautla, Morelos. No, estamos en la Ciudad Ayala, Anecuilco. Pero está en el estado de Morelos.
Municipio de Ciudad Ayala.
Dinos algo sobre tu pueblo, tu...
¿Qué les puedo decir? Es mi pueblo y pues es pobre, pero aquí se vive mucho más mejor. Tal vez si existieran las oportunidades y el dinero, se viviría lo mismo mejor que en otros lados.
¿Y por qué es?
Tu propiedad, comprar tu propiedad con un poco sencillo dinero, sin intentar que estás haciendo pagos por 30 años.
Sí.
Cuando dices es mío, es como cuando tu carro es un carro de chiquito, de poco dinero, dices es mío.
Sí,
nadie me lo va a quitar, nadie me lo va a mover. That's it.
Entonces aquí es, gracias por tus palabras. Este es el resto del terreno de mi abuelita. Vamos a bajar. ¿Hay vidrio? Híjole, todo, entonces todo está allá. ¿Pero por qué no limpian? Están rodeados de...
Oh, sí, es una selva aquí. Antes
una selva.
No existía, no había mucho tanto así. Es una selva aquí. Ahí, como te digo, hay mucho.
Ajá. Nada a ver como animales o cosas así.
Primero a lo mío.
Sí, cierto.
Después secundariamente puede ser eso. Las prioridades tengo.
Sí, cierto.
Totalmente.
Y ese es el giro. ¿No quieren decir unas palabras para mi canal? Saludos, saludos. No, para mi canal de YouTube. ¿No? A ver, digan hola. Saludos.
Then we decided to go on a trip to Pueblo Mágico. There's a lot of Pueblo Mágicos, I believe, but this one in particular obviously was closed, but we still try to go there, but they kicked us out, and so we didn't stay there. But then my dad actually remembered a Facebook post about this family who has like a coffee business type of thing. It's a little bit different, but they gave us a tour, they gave us coffee, food, lunch, everything, and we basically just found it from a Facebook post because it just basically said ask for La Familia Palacios in Xochitlan, Morelos. And so we did that, and we just asked a random person to, you know, tell us oh, where can we find La Familia Palacios, and they gave us the directions, and the lady was so kind enough, even in a pandemic, she was so kind enough to give us room and space and a place to learn about coffee and to drink some, obviously.
Hey, hey. Háblale, dile. Hola, ¿cómo están?
Hola, ¿cómo están?
Disfrutando un cafecito aquí con mi mamá. Disfrutando de, ¿cómo se llama aquí? Ya se me olvidó.
Xochitlán.
Xochitlán. Si gustan, aquí la señora anfitriona, no sé dónde está, ya se fue, pero ahorita...
¿Cómo se llama? La señora Palacios. Y ahorita nos va a explicar el proceso de cómo siembran y cosechan el café. Entonces, este es el árbol de café.
Este es el árbol de café.
¿Y hay diferentes árboles o este es solamente un tipo?
Aquí es el único que hay. El único tipo que hay. No es tiempo de café, pero según se corte, da café, el café. Ahorita por lo regular en las demás hay huertas que apenas están floreando.
Sí. ¿Y cuánto tiempo se toma para que se cueste?
Sí, ahorita le.
Ole, va.
Brian. 35. Ole.
Yo estás mío, lo planto en mi terreno. Si no...
No, porque le planten en mi terreno.
No. ¿Verdad? ¿No lo quieres? Yo lo agarro.
Although COVID-19 killed my grandma and he pushed my father farther away from the US, I'm very grateful for the sacrifices that my dad has made here while he was still here in the country. And thank you so much for watching this. It means that you're curious about what this struggle looks like, or maybe we are a reflection of what many of you as immigrants or children of immigrants are going through, where we see more of our parents or grandparents moving back to their home countries because of certain legislations, deportations, or anything like that, where our family members are being pushed away from us. And although that is a reality, I'm also very grateful that I have the privilege of traveling back and forth simply because I was lucky enough to have been born here. And that is it. And I hope you really enjoyed this video. If so, give it a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. It is what it is. Ciao.
just want to share something small about my experience flying during COVID-19. So they have these social distancing rules and the whole masks thing. It's like super strict there in Benito Juárez, in el aeropuerto de la Ciudad de Mexico, and super strict, right? Right until you get into the airplane, it's as if a bunch of sardines together. It was the grossest thing in the entire world. Gracias a Dios nada me pasó. I'm healthy, and I just do not understand why airports or airplanes, I don't know if this is everywhere, but they don't follow the 50% capacity like most establishments and most businesses. Do not get it. Es mejor viajar en camión, en tu propio carro, but not in the airport.